misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. I feel it all. I'm feeling numb. I lost my soul. It's on the run. I need a spot. I need some fun. I'm in the dark. Like what's to come? It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. Understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It's me versus me. It's you and I. The time is now. It's do or die. I chose my path. No choosing sides. I'll take what comes. Hit for the ride. I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. Yeah, I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. I'm that guy. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those odds. Got up and I beat those odds. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should.
Money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. Count money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. In my house, don't need no floor. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. If I got it, they got it. Fairly strong, they solid. For them empty my pockets. If I got it, we got it. Foundation been solid. Taking off like a rocket. Yeah. I count money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. In my house, don't need no tour. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, I love you so. Yeah, I love you so. I love you too. Family so lit, they say we should make a YouTube, but we don't do that. I count money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. In my house, don't need no tour. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Asking for much, it's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check, been a minute, let me hit the homies in a group text. 10 years, same team, true vets. Got a couple trophies, but no chains on the neck. No. Got a couple parties, we don't flood with baguettes. It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup.
Check.
Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking
Well, hell,
for
I ain't
fun.
paying for the
Please
check.
fill
You
my
get your
cup.
credit card out. I got it last time.
SOS, I'm just looking for a good time.
1 2 1 2.
Oh, oh,
Well, that's just wonderful. He can
I'm
count.
singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Sometimes somebody's going to hear these voices in my head.
We've been working. I'll be posted fireside. Bring my boys in, bring your girls in. We'll be posted.
I can't get rid of that.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bruh. Promise I'ma take it easy later on. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Please fill my
Here we go,
cup.
ladies and gentlemen.
Asking for much, it's been a long week.
Welcome, everyone, to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane, and I am your host tonight as we take a look at this market. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something I want to talk about tonight that I think you guys need to know. It's a topic that we discussed here, but I'm not sure if some of you guys really understand the importance of a few of the things that I talk about. Some of the very important strategies that would really make a difference if you take that perspective or apply maybe this mindset to the game, especially at this point in the market, rather than maybe some of the mainstream ideas that, are just kind of forced on you. So what I'm going to go over, some of you may be very familiar, may not be a new thing to you. It took me a while to grasp this concept, because I just kind of chased what everybody else was doing. Everybody trades in a different way. Everybody invests in a different way, but there are certain times in these market cycles when it's just, certain strategies work better than others. And I don't know, and I talk about some of this stuff so casually that I'm looking for a blank chart. That's all I'm looking for, so I can get up here and draw. So we got a market cycle. We have our bottoms, then we come up through a markup stage. We come up to a top or peak, and then we have a markdown stage. And the same thing, and it just repeats. Wash, rinse, repeat. It's literally a wave like you learned in science and all that stuff. And really, if you look at it, it's no different. There's no difference. Everything is vibration, everything is energy, including price action, including the energy on there, but that's not what we're talking about. But we behave it. We don't have to get into the psychology of it. But let's just say there are certain strategies that work at these stages of the market that we are in the market stages. There's accumulation stage that we do over here, right? When we're at those low and bottoms and we start coming up. There's still a few coins in accumulation stage that are worthwhile looking at. And even if they're not in accumulation stage, we can still get on this. But it's this whole markup period right here. We're here, and then pretty soon we're going to do this. Actually, this looks a lot like where we are right now in the overall market. Now, when you watch the traders, when you watch the YouTube shows, A lot of what you see is a lot of leverage trading and all this, and we can do that, and it's good, and it's definitely will hone your skills to work this system, okay? But don't be fooled. This is not how you make your life-changing money in crypto. It's not. It's a nice little thing to do the occupying your mind while you're waiting for your bigger bags to do what they're going to do. And it's a nice little thing to keep your skills sharpened with. And some people do show some incredible gains, but what you don't see most of the time is all the losses that are shown. Now, I was fortunate on this particular account to take $100 up to $1,000. And I am down a little bit from that since we had our big drop off and everything. And I am by no means a master, but upon doing that, I mean, this idea really kind of fortified in my mind to actually share with you. I mean, what I did, I divided this in half. I went 100, I got up to 1,000. I was like, this is perfect. 500 out, put it over in spot, 500 in this account. You can see that this account has the leveraged trading. The margin account has went down. The spot account's pretty much stayed right around the same. The point that I'm getting to here, fellas, is that, yeah, we can do all the leverage trading and all that, but there are some serious things that are not shared about that aspect when you think about it. And the number one that's going to kick you in the ass, and let's just be right up front about it, is taxes. Yeah. Short-term gain taxes. And if you're in the US, you might as well call that 40-something%, 42, 48, hell, I don't know, too damn much. It's crazy. Long-term gains is still something in the 20s, right? Maybe I think 28%. I don't know exactly. So taking all these trades and all these little risky things, even rolling coins over from one to the other, depending on how they interpret that, could be a taxable event. Well, that's not really discussed here, is it? The narratives that kind of come your way for the whole futures trading, I mean, that's largely from the exchanges. That's kind of a new thing. Perpetual futures were created in crypto. Actually, I think Bernie Madoff actually came up with that idea, and then we kind of rolled with it. What I'm trying to say here is that what I'm going to share with you tonight, or what I want to help you realize, is that one of the strategies that we talk about here on this show will help you in that department. And it's done by swing trading, and especially at this point in the market. And I'm talking about moonbags. Now, I've heard about this when I first got into it, didn't pay much attention to it, but when you appreciate the genius of this strategy, you'll understand this is the whale secret. This is the OG whale strategy that got the whales to where they are today, is the simple moonbag strategy. And although it sounds simple, if you don't realize the power of it, I think you might be missing out on some of the biggest gains and possibly some of the biggest savings out there. I want you to think about this. We put $100 into a coin, and we'll get to the markets and everything very briefly. I just got to drive this home. They put $100 into the market. All right, you buy, I don't know, X coin. X coin goes up to where you can sell it at $200 value, enough where you can pull your capital out, okay? We pull that capital back out. We lost it there, we got it back here. And now we end up with, say, I don't know, let's say we bought 200 X tokens over here. Now we get to keep around 100 X tokens, free and clear. We made no profit. That was not a taxable event. Definitely have your financial advisors, your tax authorities, your tax advisors, your accountants and everything, run that by them. But that's the game. There was no profit made. I just got a bag of coins that will, I don't know, could go to zero, could go to $1 million. I repeat this process over and over. It's wash, rinse, repeat. I take these coins that I collect, the Moonbag coins, throw them over to a Moonbag wallet, let that sit and accumulate over this time. Now I can target so many coins, however many coins I want to do that, keep doing that, using the same capital to keep getting those Moonbags without turning an actual profit that I have to actually report as profit, because until I sell those Moonbags for a profit, it's not a taxable event. Check with your tax people on that, though. Varies according to locations and whatever, but... And the whole taxation in crypto has got everybody bewildered. They're saying, you know, every transaction should be taxed. Well, if that's the case, you should have a transaction tax. The simplest way is just to tax it one way, on and off, on the on and off ramps. That's why you're trying to get in control of it anyway. The bankers are the ones that's really trying to get in control of it. I don't want to go into that narrative, but this is where everything is coming from. Everything is controlled by the central banks, and no matter what country that you're in, they rule the world. Whoever rules the gold makes the rules, and that is currently who does it. The whole game is to get them situated and then put regulators to regulate things so that it's fair for everyone, which really just kind of secures them in their established position. They stay there. And then it's hard for anybody else to compete with them because they got so much red tape and everything to fight through to get up there. They sums them up perfectly. I'm sure you can think of the big numbers, the big names behind all this. Doesn't matter. The point is, they are not on our side. Oh gosh, I got off topic. That strategy, if you will stick to that on your swing trading ideas, play that slowly, always pulling your Moonbags out, you know, put your $1,000, whatever you got, into your trade. But right now is the point in the market where we can Moonbag things. Have you not been noticing that a lot of things have even 10x'd? 10x'd, imagine that. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be when something 2x. That's a good strategy to go with, though. It's not going to hurt you. But if you're in profit, if you have 1, 2, 3x'd, pull out your initial capital. You don't have to sell everything. There's kind of this narrative in crypto, let's trade and we'll go all in here at this price and we'll sell all in here at this price and we'll make our 127% profit. Sounds great, but when you do the reality of it, you know, exchange gets their cut, which is not very much at all. I mean, the big thing is going to be that short-term capital gains, which would probably be about maybe 40% of that, you know, $100 you just made. Well, now it's 60. And there's always something else that's coming around, taking about another 25% off of that by the time it gets to your hands. So it sounds great when you hear it. Make 3% every day and all this stuff that you hear. But I'm telling you, the biggest way to make wealth in this market is to take it slow and easy. Play it for the long term. You can day trade all you want to, man. But I'm telling you, when you do it, very few people make that life-changing money day trading. It takes a hell of a lot of work, a lot of stress. You're using leverage. It puts your emotions up a notch or two. You finally get used to it a little bit, but it always smacks you in the butt when you least expect it, because your head will still get in the way. You will still get in the way of yourself. You're human. You're going to make those mistakes. You're emotional. It's going to come out. That market is designed to really bring that out on you. Those market makers are excellent at putting you in those positions to screw up and make the dumb decision. Even if you do everything right, those market makers can still take you out a lot of times. The real money is made slowly, and I'm telling you, the Moonbag strategy. $500 in, pull that $500 out when it 2x's. Pull out only what you put in so that you don't have a profit to claim, but you do have a nice collection of coins amounting for this huge bull market that we're riding up. And then 18 months from now, when altcoins are crazy high, that Moonbag is going to be your Lamborghini. Win Lambo, Moonbag. All right, guys, welcome to the stream. We're going to start getting into the charts now. That was my little tidbit that I just wanted to drive home. Just a little strategy that I felt need to be shared a little bit more. Just put something out there. It's 1 for you, 19 for me. Hey, I'm the tax man. Tell you how it's going to be. Strega! How's it going, everybody? All right, guys, if you got any coins that you want to take a look at, throw them in the chat. Otherwise, you're going to look at all the ones that I'm going to take a look at. And you may hate them, but I've got them. I got me a little whiteboard to kind of get a little bit more. I used to do it on a notebook, but whiteboards are kind of cool. Try to catch those fleeting ideas before I squirrel off into something else. Oh God, he's drinking on the job again. He says it's water, but it's straight vodka. All right, what am I on? I'm on BT Bitcoin right here that everybody is just freaking out on, man. It's going down. Bitcoin's going down. The ETF were cursed. Well, we knew it was going to have a good chance to come down when it broke this trend line. It just continued being very bullish, but you know, it's not made a high, it's not made a lower low yet. So if anything, you know, it didn't make a lower low over here either. It's been holding this area at 40,000 extremely well. You're sucker, dog. I don't want to go to 40,000. I didn't say we're going there. I just said that's a good place for it to hold up. It's been holding there. There is the chance to come back and retest this trend line. There's always that chance, but there's also that chance that we'll bounce off the 50 moving average, which is what we're trying to do right now. I'm here on the daily where it really counts. And the daily says, baby, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to test out this 50 moving average, you know. Hang out there on the weekend, you know. Chill out a little bit. I'll be back later. Just chill. I'll be back up there. You hold on, baby. I'll be back. I call you. Don't worry. You take care of the kids. I'm fishing. So Bitcoin's just having a weekend out right now, hanging out with the 50. Hey, BTC and 50, they pretty tight. He got that magic stick. So bouncing off the 50, going up to the 48 is what we're looking at. Is that going to happen? I don't see why it wouldn't, because I don't have a cross on the 9 over the 21. Nothing saying that. It's just price dipping down here, doing what it does. We do that when we're on a nice trend. And I've explained that a lot. Price usually stays above the 9. That's why we're always happy when it's above that green line, that 9 moving average. Yeah. We're in the sweet spot right there, baby. Everything's going good. We got that charmed life. Everything we touch turns to gold when you're above the 9 moving average on any time frame, but most importantly, on the bigger ones. That's where it really counts. And when you lose that, you bounce to the 21. And then you usually bounce back up above the 9, and we're good. But on steeper correction, you will come back down to the 50. Now, if you don't bounce here, then, well, things are going to get a little bit serious for a little while. We're going to have to sit down and have a real talk, a little heart-to-heart about something called disappointment, because that would be what would be coming if we do not maintain this area at the 50 moving average. So, but we are. And the Ichimoku cloud says, yeah, it's all right, baby. I got you. I got you. It's close by. I don't like it being that close by. It'll bite you. It'll just suck you right into it, but we don't have to touch it. We just get up to it and smell like Joe Biden does. This trend line that we got right here is very, very important. And it appears different depending on what time frame that I'm showing this chart on. But right to here, we're doing what we call a retest. Now, true, it did pump through here before, but it found support here on this bottom line. We're looking for it to also bounce here. That's two things giving us confidence, two different signs in analysis giving us confidence that this is a great place for us to bounce. This is a natural place for us to bounce on the triangular patterns, as they have about a 62, I believe. I have to check up with the patternsite.com with Thomas Bukowski for the nerdy statistics if you want the actual details. That's where your statistics should come from. to bounce off of this area and then continue upward. Now, is there any other signs of hopium that I can give you that would happen? And I say, yeah. Do you see how price is kind of leaning up? If I actually connect those candle bodies, do you see how this angle goes to the upside there? Do you see how it's leaning down here on our RSI underneath there? Well, that is called a divergence. And that's where we take out this little cheat sheet over here. And that is hidden bullish divergence. That would be the one on the bottom left of that chart. The one on the diamond side. And that will help you more than anything to nail moves. When you learn your divergences, it's the closest thing that we have to a crystal ball, to actually making predictions as to what's going to happen. Because when those things diverge, when the indicators say one thing and the price says the others, and they don't make any sense, that's when a definite move is some type is going to happen. This one says that we're going to continue in the same direction, that the overall trend, which is bullish, of making higher highs and higher lows, will continue. And that's what hidden bullish divergence says. So at a point of support, with that showing, it has a very high probability of sticking. So we're leaning toward that. Now the downside, it's always a downside about hidden bullish divergence, is that it's the weaker form. And what that means is that price could overcome it. And if price, some nasty reason, starts driving down, it's going to make this angle change, and then that divergence is no more. It's not on the chart anymore. The strongest ones are the regular, the bullish divergence, but that's not what we got. But it's normal to see this in a trend, in an uptrend. And so while everybody's crying for the lower prices, and sure, maybe we'll drop down there and I'm totally wrong and something, oh God, this was a big M that just dropped us to the downside. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. We got another trend line, the bigger trend line that we could retest. Remember, there's always that possibility. I'm not ruling it out. We don't want to really see it that much. We hope that this was the retest. But the big pattern that started this big parabolic move that we got pushing us up for Bitcoin and altcoins, it can. And if it does, don't trip out, man. My guess is probably about 38.5 if something like that were to happen. This is the first sign that you would see that could happen. And we do have a $48,000 area at the 618 Fibonacci. We're in, areas where it would do that. I'm not saying that we're not going to. I'm just saying that right now, on this particular pattern that we got, I don't think it's happening. From what I'm seeing, we're likely to go up next week, retest this area at 48, and then start trying to come down. We'll have to see. In the meantime, it's all about altcoins, baby. Altcoins right over here, total 3 alts. I'm here on our indice chart. This is the other secret to learning where price is going to go, how to be more accurate in your predictions. And it all really depends on Bitcoin dominance and a few other things, like the dollar and its dominance. How much of the market is wanting the dollar? How much of the market is wanting the Bitcoin? And how much of the market is wanting altcoins? This tells us right here. And we compare them against each other. And when Bitcoin dominance starts dropping, that is generally awesome for altcoins. If the price of Bitcoin is going sideways and Bitcoin dominance drops, altcoins go freaking bat crazy. So let's take a look at total 3 here. Altcoins. Reversal pattern. We've got a big blast to the upside. That's why we're happy with our altcoin bags right now. Because it's a lot better than they were 2 months ago. You should be a lot more wealthier crypto-wise than you were then. That value should have skyrocketed up. Of course, it's pulled back and it hurts, doesn't it? You see that balance go up a lot and then it pulls back a lot. Welcome to the club. Shows that you're making progress. Get used to it. It's like you're on an ocean, baby. Sometimes those waves are going to make you throw up unless you don't want to ride them. Some people choose not to ride it. one of my mentors would always say, he would draw that trend line and he'd be out. I mean, completely out of the market, out of everything. It was like, he wasn't the kind that would take something and hold it for long term. He was an in and out guy. And some people trade that way. It's not how I trade. I'm still doing that Moonbag, hold it for the big money. But some people do. And he didn't have to write it down. And when it came back down, prices, settled out. Get his positions back in. That is straight trader mindset. And like I said, there's all different ways to trade this market. So total 3 is sitting right above the 9 moving average, right sandwiched in between the 9 and 21. It's in no man's land right now. That they're putting us in. We're just in a kind of a stupor right now this weekend. Just wait. It's got a really good chance for it to do something it doesn't normally do, and that's for the 9 to flip back over that 21. It bounced off the 50 moving average, reclaimed the 9, that's the next step, regain the 21, and then we'll see the 9 moving average flip over it. That's what we're hoping to see. What should play out here? If we lose the 9, then we're going to go sideways and possibly down. That would be the bad case. But right now, we flipped this area for support. There's money coming into altcoins soon. Get ready for it. The charts are saying it. Yeah, it's coming. Strega. All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at some altcoins here. I don't see anything in the list over there. We'll start going through it. I got me timer. I'm trying to keep these streams timely so that people won't say, oh my God, that's a 2-hour stream. No, I ain't clicking on that. Jesus. And then, watch me up here with a freaking chart blocking up everything. So I left that one up. Make sure we got the Moonbag one. That one's gone. All right. Cool. Oh, here's one. All right, the first one I'm going to go with is PYTH. Ooh, this one had some hype when she came out, didn't she? She got me excited about it. And she just went down. That's not been fun to be in PYTH. It pithed me off very much. But I'm in it. I think it's got a future. It just got really hyped and it was overvalued for that time. Such as it is, I've got it pooling over there. Nice little formation we got here. Are you going to break out for us, PYTH? That's a nice one. I don't see the volume there that we need to confirm this. It's just being a breakout. I'm going to shoot us all the way up to glory land or anything like that, but you're off to a good start here on the daily. Been above the 9 moving average. Make it up to me, PYTH. You owe me, baby. You know I'm coming for what's mine. You know that, right? You're not going to get away with it. You're going to pay me back. That's just how this works. Listen, if you're not kicking this market's ass, here's the reason why. All right, I'm just want to tell you straight up how it is. You just got to get mad. You got to look at that chart, and you got to get mad. You got to get sick, and you got to get tired of losing your ass to this damn market. I was paying out money. 1,000 yen is gone. Pay out more. I buy miners. They're not worth anything, and a year later they have to be updated. Not worth anything. What I make from them, not enough to cover what I paid for them. Losing. Throwing $20,000 into this freaking market until that one day. That one day I had to look at the screen and I said, Crypto, I'm taking it back. You're going to give me back everything that you took from me. Looking straight in the eyes, say, Crypto, you want to give me back everything you took from me, and you're going to double it, because I'm taxing your ass. Yeah. Because now I'm in charge. Because I'm learning this TA stuff. And I'm going to get it through my head. And then I'm going to learn this market. And I'm going to own you. And honestly, I think you've got to do that. Seriously. Worked for me. And then all of a sudden, this stuff, which used to look like the mad scientist stuff they throw up, like on physics shows or something crazy, is like, I don't want to. It's not bad. You're drawing pictures, man. I swear to God, if you can draw a triangle, if you can learn to draw a triangle, if you can get AI to learn to draw a triangle, you know they have bots that do technical analysis for you. We've got one over in our Telegram group. Links are in the description somewhere. It will. You throw up a chart, put a picture of your chart, you screenshot it, put it on there. It will now analyze it for you and also give you a trading strategy if you want. We got the tools to help you, and it's free. Come into the water. This swell. Python, are you going to break out, baby? It looks like you're starting to, so I like this. Is it going to be the end-all be-all for Python? I think she's going to range for a while. We have to just see what she's going to do, but it looks like a good place to consider getting in right there. I like that. Come on, baby. She's trying to flip this area right here. That's what we really need to see. As soon as she flips this area for support, she should be good to keep on going right on up to the next. And I would like to see a little bit more volume come into your pithy. SUIP had's another one that needs to be on your radar. So she's a pumping, baby. She's getting that pump. You know, when you see them flag out after they do this kind of rounded shape, a lot of times they will like, just go pump it. Pump it, especially. And I mean, this is the key. You can't be breaking these trend lines now. They got a hold. This is a pumping. But got a target for you now, baby. Let's get rid of the old crap. Now we got a breakout. We were expecting that breakout for a SUIP ad. Now that we actually have it, we adjust our measure move accordingly. See that move is going to take us up to about 72% gains. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I likes it. SUIP had getting ready to head up. That's one that it should be on your radar. It could be a possible 100Xer according to coin token metrics. So, hey, man. He knows how to pick them. This area that we're just now clearing is the 236 area. That is, by my strategy, the sign that you are now past accumulation. It is rock and roll time. It is markup phase. Let's get it, baby. Pump, pump, pump. That line in the sand may be revisited. If it is, get your sexy on. Get your SUIP hat on. To me, there is no target worth really holding for until the 618 Fibonacci is reached right up here about 39.40 cents for SUIP hat. Although our measure move and the 382 Fibonacci are both giving us confidence that 24.5 cents will be the actual next target that will be hit. So there we go for a SUIP hat. From where the breakout is, if you actually took this trade, if you joined my trading group, you would have been up. How do you know what I would have done if I was in your trading group? There's a possibility. If you got it at the breakout, it would be up about 86% by the time it meets that one target. The one that I really got my eye on is 212% because that's Moonbag territory. Remember Moonbags? Yeah. Wash, rinse, repeat. Become a millionaire. That's what we say to the moon. We're just gonna throw it in the bag. Throw it in the bag. Next one on my list is ALPH. This is Alephium. They got it over on Gate.io and over Mexi. I thought you were. How else would I have got it if you weren't over there? Alephium on the daily chart. Got to come down and see a little bit more noise. That was too blocky for me. We've looked at this one recently. Let's go ahead and establish our Fibonacci's right to that swing top. Check them out. Make sure we're lined up good. Swing bottom. Now, ooh, look how that just lines up. In retrospect, how beautiful that lines up. Good chance we're coming back there at some point. Am I saying right now? No. Right now, it looks like we've actually got support off the 50 moving average. We're doing the same thing that we're seeing Bitcoin doing and some of the other ones. Getting a little bit of a bounce up there. Reclaiming the 9, trying to reclaim the 21. Just don't want to get into this cloud. Not good. Now, it is concerning that it did break this trend line. So I do expect it to come back up to about this area. And then we got to kind of really take a look at it. When it comes up to this area again, we've got two options. She would either be double topping, and that's a reversal, meaning that now we make higher highs, higher lows, come down and accumulate. Not fun to ride through. Don't like it. Not advisable. I hardly recommend that you get out before that happens, unless you're just an investor. Investors more likely to go with flow, ride it through. Not all of them, a majority. Throw it in there, leave it. Come back here in 18 months. Woohoo! We party hard then. Ironic. That's a pretty dang smart strategy right there. Yeah, right ones at the right time. This is pretty much the right time for a lot of them. That would do very well. You might even outperform some traders. Just calling it that. I'm calling it for real. Because when you try to chase them, those highs, sell it up here, wait for it to come back, buy it cheaper. When you try to do those moves, it's awesome when it works. Great strategy, and it will. You can magnify your bags that way, but it doesn't always work. I'm just being real with you. It doesn't always come back to those prices. Sometimes it just keeps on. Look at Caspa. Just kept on. I mean, she's back down a little bit now. You're feeling it if you bought it at 15 cents though, ain't you? Ain't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're looking at Casper like, yeah, you better do something. You better show me something. and then you're watching YouTube and there are guys who say, you what? You bought QNT? Are you stupid? You should only buy Casper. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to buy Casper. Are you stupid? Did your brain fall out of you? Did you hit your head on the wall and your brain just tumbled out? And did you step on it? Did some little kid come and pick it up and make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with it? Are you stupid? Why would you want to be in anything other than Casper? Oh my gosh, this is crazy stuff. It's not that bad. YouTube's fun sometimes. We just took a look at ALPH. I'm taking a look over here at the chat. Celinda says GTO. Was that on my list? That one was not on my list, but we will look at that. I was wondering if I'd also seen something in it earlier. Now, if you guys have a particular exchange that you want me to look at, it's available here on TradingView. We can do that. I want to grab this one at KuCoin. And we're going to come up to the weekly. Cheeto's not been out very long, so we'll have to come to the daily. Nice. That's a nice sign. Now, she will get a pullback. Usually you do with this kind of formation. So if you don't have your bags packed of this one yet, I think you still got one more chance to get it right around about $2. So me, I don't have any plans for, I got a little bit, but I would like to have more of this. I would be structuring limit order buys from right down here at this breakout point. We're talking about 190, like every dime, have a limit order set up if I'm trying to get that. That's how I like to build my bags on things like this. This one could be a good one to moonbag, is why we're kind of stressing that idea. And probably a good project to have as a moonbag. So this is, in my personal opinion, is the great buy area, which would be a retest of this breakout, trend line breakout. And it probably will happen. You got rising price, but you got falling volume. And that's one of the signs that you want to look at. Probably one of the first signs you want to look at. Anytime you get a breakout, volume. If I had to be stripped down to one indicator, I think I would go with volume. I really do. All the other indicators are usually like a different interpretation of volume. Like this guy right here, it's volume. It's just a different interpretation of it. So I do expect to pull back, and right there is the number. It's a good one to shoot for right there at $2.05 basically. Now is there a we're gonna do a crazy move. Let's do the crazy move. See where the crazy move takes us. See if we're getting confluence. Looks like it's at a 618. That can happen. Alrighty, we'll rock it. Golly. Dang, that's a good target. So what I did is just took this is a channel, right? But it's also part of a bigger thing going on. I know this one just got started and we don't have very much data on it. But your strict measure move for a channel is just the width of it, right? Okay, well, they get met pretty easy. I mean, you know, that's just right up here at $3. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a target. We can shoot for that. But there's a bigger move at play here, especially when you start getting things like the Fibonacci involved. So if I go from swing low to swing high, this one pulled back to the 618 Fibonacci. That tells me it's got a good chance for whatever this move was here. And I took it from the low to swing high, wick to wick. It's got a good chance for this to be what we call an AB equals CD type move. That means that the length of this will truly be your measure move once you get a bounce to break out there at the 618. Oh, now you're doing it right. That's what I was looking for. That's why the 618 surprised me. The fib I'm normally used to seeing, and it marked. I must have had the thing pulled wrong. The one I normally see is the 414 coming into play. So the way that I drew the fibs this way, that is normally the target that I always see for that. So kind of cool. I mean, it came up the same place regardless of, but that's how I used it here. I look for that. And to actually get the target, what I did was do my fibs the other way, swing high to swing low. That was my cheat sheet that you just saw me refer to, the 414. The real deal is right here when it comes to a 618. I just have a little cheat sheet statement time. And that target, which will not be just straight up, it's going to take it a while to get there, but what it's saying is that that's where she's going to go, and then that's where her major reversal should be. That's where she should really make a big comeback. And if I had to guess, we can guess. You want to look into the future, do you? You want to see into the future what price it would come back to after it hits that? We got to conjure up the dead to do that, I'm afraid. Almost back to where we are now, about $3.25. So the play here, what we would hope to see, playing Jito, Where are you, drawing pad? Look, we're getting in here, right? We're already in it. We'll talk about retest here in a minute, getting in at $2, but let's say we're in at 240, right? Right in that baby up there, and it will not go straight like that. But take profit, sell whatever. Take profit. You can moonbag it there. You can moonbag it. Let it come back, settle down, and then start your whole new moonbag. So I don't know. You buy 100 of these here. You sell 50 of them here. Oh my gosh, you could sell 50 of them here. And you moonbagged it. You may not only have to sell 50, you might only have to sell like 25 of them up here to moonbag it. Take out your capital and then put that capital right back in when she comes back. Moonbag it again. Grow that bag. This is the secrets to growing your bags at this part in the market. The moonbag strategy is how you make those bags bigger. That's amazing. Striga says time went to 29 and came back down. Time is doing that, isn't it? She's a bit spiky. You're a bit spiky. I think I may have offended her a little bit last night with my talk, but she's got to get her ass in gear. She knows it. All right, I don't want to see the 9 across the 21 on the daily. I'm not going to like that. Oh, you're doing all this crazy crap. She's being time. Time be testy. Time has an attitude problem, my thing. I think she's a little sassy. She's spoiled. I think Time might be spoiled. Something, I don't know. She's got some kind of little kink, some kind of little quirk, man. Just kind of, I don't know. It's gnawing on me. Straighten your game up, baby. Come on. Hopefully this trend line will hold. Maybe bring it down to those wicks there. You're going to fall back down with it? As long as you stay above 21. I think that was, this line right here. We needed to stay above, right at 21, 2085, right there. We need to stay above that. My buy zone, should not be hit again, hopefully. Hopefully it will not be hit again. Hey, can we look at Cat? Let's take a look at Cat. Let's see, I've got it on Bybit. Oh, she had a lackluster breakout. This is why it is so important to see that volume come in when you're trying to break out or getting a breakout. If it's not there, you can get this kind of thing and it's not fun. It sucks. And so all it did was break out. Hit breakout, came back and retest the trend line area. It's bouncing off of it, but it's doing it the lazy ass way. This one needs a good talking to. It's what it needs. All right, let's zoom out here. All right, let's go with the bodies here. Oh, gosh darn it! Just clean it all off. We don't want to see another double bottom. That would suck. All right, here's the bad stuff. Is that we're still under the 9 moving average, so we're still technically in a downtrend until we get a candle close above that. This is on the daily, a bigger time frame. The cool thing coming in is that this Ichimoku is getting fat and juicy. Those fat, juicy bottoms are nice. That will immediately capture our attention, and we'll go squirrel, booty, and we'll start running over toward that big, fat, juicy bottom that's displaying over here, or starting to form over here, and we're just going to jump all into it. That's the game plan. But we got to get above this 9 first. But the closer that this gets to price action, we're going to touch it. We're going to jump right in there when nobody's looking. I couldn't help it. I fell right into it. She's going to be going through accumulation, looks like. Let's see what we can figure out. And I'm going to stick with the daily. So we go from swing low with a Fibonacci to swing high. That'll give us our retracement where we should be coming down to. And we came down and we found a lot of support here. Surprising, this didn't hold as well at the 618. It did a little bit for a few days, and they do. That's why you can't count on the bounce at the 618. And sometimes you'll see people pull a 618 and immediately say, oh, come down here to 618 and bounce. I mean, it can, but it can also come down further. There's no set rule where it does, but where it does bounce can give you an indication of where it can go. And that can get very interesting, especially if you start getting into harmonic trading and like Scott Carney and all that stuff, which is not my style, but I do find it very fascinating. There's a relationship, there is a ratio, there is a connection, there's a harmonic with these. That's the best way I can describe it. It's kind of a repeat, but at a different scale. It's something that happens. So now we're coming down to the nice juicy area. Now this is where it should start bottoming out. Maybe not at this level, may dip down just a little bit before, but right here, it could possibly just right on top of this. 0.001, that area, 0.001060 is what I've got. So that's the 886 fib. That is a bottom. Okay, that's a juicy place for this to turn around, and I would look for that to hold. If it doesn't, we talk about when we get there, but our last point of support will be over here about 0.00897, 0.009, 0.0009. So bigger time frame, saying that yeah, they could push us down there a little bit. Let's go to the 4 hour, see what it says. Oh, there's the timer. 4 hours still. The moving averages are all backwards. You see that? 200, 150, 21, 9. It's exactly opposite for what you want to see on an upward trend. If we were to flip this upside down, can we do that? If we were to flip that upside down, it would look like the perfect strong uptrend. But the uptrend would end. Now we've got that target here that we're hoping for a reversal, right? But I mean, if we were reading this any other way, I mean, it would be through this zone, that point that we talked about, 0.00, right equal to over here. Let's just mark that as just a backup. I'm going to flip this back normal the way it should go. So just in case. But what you could be seeing, what I'm thinking might be happening after that big run up, it's going to be a reaccumulation. And I think it looks like a rounding pattern may be forming here. So this could take time. This could be opportunity cost is what I'm trying to say. So for me playing this, I would just have limit orders set, and you know, just they get hit. And if you wanted to, you know, you can always set an area on here and set an alert for if it gets above that area to pile in, like it looks like it's going to reverse. But honestly, it looks like it's getting ready to go through some accumulation here, which is short term, it's a bummer, but long term, that would be good. We just needed to confirm its bottom, and it's right there, so we just got to keep an eye on it. That's it. Time to unplug the PC. Oh, so here's one of my Degen plays that I went out on, and Strago, you're probably familiar with this one. TOSHI, have you heard of TOSHI? Is it a cat? I know nothing about this. The biggest reason I went after this because this is the only coin that I think is on Coinbase base. They have a meme coin. And I don't know, I was watching YouTube. I can't remember who it was, but there's this one whale. OG, he's very young for an OG crypto guy, but obviously the Degen, he went heavy. I mean, TOSHI's his main thing. And it sounded, and its whole premise is it's base. Newly developing layer 1 meme coins are they're what builds up the chains. And a lot of people were starting to finally realize that, and now everybody's like, instead of looking at memes like, piss us. Now they're thinking memes are awesome, and they do make money, and they do make people millionaires if you get them at the right time, which is why I got some TOSHI. So I ran over and got that. Take my little chances on it, because that's what you do with a meme. Take a chance. It may work, it may not work. I don't know. TOSHI. So I got a support resistance here and line and a rejection there, but coming back and flagging. She's been struggling, which is why I got into her. I saw, of course, I did see that breakdown there, but she also has this, channel thing going on that she's finding support there. Ladies and gentlemen, what you really have here is one of my least favorite patterns, and that is the symmetrical triangle, no matter how you want to look at it. They suck. Very undependable, lazy, won't do nothing. They say they'll do something, but they don't. You ask them why. They got no excuse. They just do whatever the hell they want to. Whichever way the wind blows, they do the rabbit run. This one broke to the downside, naked easily. This is what they do. That's just what whichever side. They are not like your other patterns where you say, oh, we got a measure move, put it here, target's here, yeah, put an order in and wait. No, not with these guys. These guys are here to drive you back crazy. That's their only purpose, is to confuse you and frustrate you. If they have accomplished that, they have accomplished their goal in life. The only way that I've found to really deal with them effectively is to X them out, just continue these trend lines over, because they will respect those trend lines. And finally, when it gets above one or out of this range, what we're doing is setting up a range. We're setting up a range. I have come to know these as called these range patterns. So basically, we could get stuck in a range with this little guy, or at least until something plays out. We could be ranging out on TOSHI, which means maybe accumulation through here. But I could be totally wrong, and maybe it'll just take off to the moon. I hope so. I like to be wrong. But the top of this range that we got from where we are now, this breakout of a channel. Now, I like this. It is generally pretty cool when you get a falling wedge and you get a breakout and then you get another little wedge on top of it. Usually a strong sign for more upside. You got two ways to look at this. We can take this measure move, hope and pray for that flag, and it takes us right up here just a little bit above on our target. And that target is 0.000266. From where we are now, that would be 95% gains. Get me into some nice moonbag territory. There is also this move that we could do. Which says that we could possibly reach this area at 0.000365. How many multiples would that be? Somewhere around 180% there. So it's got some issues to overcome, it looks like. I kind of see a little bit of a struggle up toward these other targets here. This is just more of a longer term play that I've got, but I think it might be an interesting one, especially if you do like the memes. When I search TOSHI, I get GST. Let's look at TOSHI. What are the tokenomics? They may totally suck. There's a lot of them. Like I said, this is not my usual plays. TOSHI has recently migrated from their old contract to a new one. For more information, please visit the Twitter spaces. Its own base scan. Okay, we definitely got the right one. What happened? Where did you go? Where did you go? I lost TOSHI. TOSHI! Man, I totally lost TOSHI. What is this? All right, now we're just going through whatever windows I got open. Yeah, there should be a back button right there. Whew, got lost. Told you I need to see a chart. Where you charted at, baby? I thought I charted you on Coin. Are you not here? I just... Oh, it's been a long day, people. Forgot what the hell I was looking at. All right, so TOSHI has got... Where are you, man? Stop making me look stupid. My dear sir, you are very capable of looking like an idiot all on your own. Bite me. 420 billion coins and then some. Maximum supply, $60 million market cap. It's been up since I got in. But I started thinking about that reasoning, and I'm like, you know, I've never really made a meme coin play, and I don't feel like I've gotten in at a fairly decent place. And this one being the only coin that they have right now on base, I think. It was when I was there looking for it too. Why not? Get up there, be the meme out, baby. So. I don't know what I'm looking. I'm looking at this, and she is kind of, you know, pipe up there a little bit. I kind of wish she was down here on the flag. I think she's looking up for me, but it's not in mega gains. But I don't know. Could be. Maybe she'll take off. If not, then I'm stuck with TOSHI. TOSHI. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. Be back tomorrow night, and maybe we'll get around with the rest of this list here. Bring your altcoins. But tomorrow should be interesting. It's going to be Sunday. They like to play with us on Sunday. I just want to say this. I'm still kind of looking for a possibility. Hopeful. I think it can do it. This is what I've been kind of eyeballing. For another inverted head and shoulder to be forming here on Total 3. And if so, once that confirms, if it confirms, that's a bump up for altcoins. That's why we're looking for some Moonbag projects right now. Later, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Make that money. Get situated. Get your bags back. We're going to the moon. Maybe not right now, but definitely over this next 18 months. Have a good night.
Come on, come here, bud.